upgraded we've just upgraded physiocore, and this is our runner which will run the session assistant.
फिजियो प्लस में आपका स्वागत है। मैं आपकी वर्चुअल असिस्टेंट बनूंगी। मैं बोल और देख सकती हूँ, लेकिन अभी सुन नहीं सकती। अब एंकर टो मूवमेंट्स करें।
Okay, so the main features which we have added in this release, there is an adaptive hold.
5 बार दोहराव पूरा हो गया। आप बहुत अच्छा कर रही हैं।
So there is a configured hold value, and if you continue to hold beyond that, like what I just did, then the hold threshold should go up. We are also logging this.
बहुत बढ़िया। कृपया थोड़ा आराम करें। पेट के बल लेटें और प्रवर सीधे पैर को ऊपर उठाएं।
Another thing, this freezing screen right now, basically, I have been trying to basically play the sound, but just like at the end of 5 repeats, the sound plays, and you can continue doing the exercises. So that I've been thinking about that. It's a minor thing. I think, like in terms of the demo recordings, etc. It will not look great, but for the experience of the person doing the exercises, it's actually fine. So it's a low priority item. So let's move on to the next exercise. Now the next exercise, actually there was a bug there, and the code is also not looking that great. So it needs to be cleaned up. Today I took some help, and I think, yeah, it will be interesting to see if it works now. Okay, seems to be working for this leg which is nearer. The problems happen in the leg which is far away. That's good.
पाँच बार दोहराव पूरा हो गया। आप बहुत अच्छा कर रही हैं। बहुत बढ़िया। कृपया थोड़ा आराम करें।
So for this
अब
particular
लेट
one,
जाएं और सीधे पैर उठाएं।
so for this one, the last one, prone straight leg raise, in the morning when I was testing it out, there was an issue, and the fix which has been made is around changing um, how to determine which is the nearer part of the body. So I think I was earlier using the knees, but the AI changed it to the hips, and didn't really change a lot. Yeah, so that was a change which was made, and it seems to be working fine now. We didn't really observe any issues. So if the whole session works out fine, that will be good news. Anyways, the 0.3.5 release is already out. Let's continue doing our exercises. per leg, which is great because you may actually have uh, an issue with one of the legs, let's say, right? So I think, yeah, feel that's a good decision.
5 बार दोहराव पूरा हो गया। आप
Now
बहुत अच्छा कर
we
रही
can
हैं।
continue, like if we don't wait for that. Basically, at the end of the fifth repeat, this feedback comes in, and it is non-blocking. It doesn't block the screen or anything. Another thing is, like, all of these exercises are actually separate programs. Uh, yeah, whether that is the right model or not, it allows, I think initially to build it out, it is easier in this model.
बहुत बढ़िया। कृपया थोड़ा आराम करें। अब ब्रिजिंग पोज मतलब सेतुबंधासन करें।
Yeah, so in this, what's going on, buddy? In the bridging pose, I will try to show the increased adaptive hold. Okay, so we continue holding, then we go to rest. So our threshold should go up. And it will cap at a maximum value, which is 3 times the initial hold. What if we don't want to hold so much anymore? In that case, we do a smaller hold, come back. This should reset the actual hold.
5 बार दोहराव पूरा हो गया। आप बहुत अच्छा कर रही हैं।
One nice thing which I've added is the clock on the right bottom. This may be handy sometimes. So when we run this, there are flags like minus minus save video, minus minus debug. These allow you to save the output to a file and also include debug output, raw as well as debug. So when you're debugging, you will have a set of files which will grow a lot over time. Or even if you are like doing these exercises, sometimes you may just want to always save your sessions and look at them or give them to a doctor. So by just having the clock be there, there is no ambiguity about when the session was done. Okay.
बहुत बढ़िया। कृपया थोड़ा आराम करें। अब भुजंगासन मतलब कोबरा मुद्रा करें।
अब कोबरा मुद्रा करेंगे हम। Now one thing about the cobra pose, like my dad does this, and we also, when we were building this initially, one of our patients, he could not do really rise up so much, so we had implemented a separate version of the Cobra, which could simply be based on, let's say, if you were trying to only raise this much. Now this one, even though it's kind of a, so we call that version the patient Cobra. So that is not included right now in Physio Plus. But yeah, I've been thinking of including it. I've just been trying to mature the overall library classes and the framework, so that it becomes quite clear what is the way to build another 20-30 exercises on this, right? So that we don't incur a lot of complexity later on. We have the right structure. We're trying to get this right. But yeah, all those other implementations are also there. So, whether you want to make something adaptive, lenient mode, there are things like that. Now, those capabilities have been developed almost like on a per exercise basis. But there are approaches in which you could make something lenient with configurable parameters and whatnot in a generic way. So maybe those will be things to watch out for in the near future. Yeah, another thing is even though the feedback is there, there could be a feature to play some background music, let's say some theme or whatnot. So those things are definitely possible to build it into a much more immersive experience. Um, at the same time, the platform can be taken into other directions also. So I'm evaluating a lot of things, and yeah, at the current moment, I don't have a list of next features, so that will be planned, and then yeah, I'll give an update.
5 बार दोहराव पूरा हो गया। आप बहुत अच्छा कर रही हैं।
One thing which I discussed with an old friend who's now faculty at IIT Jodhpur about this uh, voice modality. Right now, we support 3 languages, actually 2 languages and 3 modes. So we're calling them the voice modes. We support American English, Indian English, and Hindi. And then I know a little bit of Bengali also, so I try to implement that. Basically, I am just using some free capability to generate these voices. It gives me these wave files which we play at the appropriate time. I think right now we are using Pygame. But this won't really scale to, let's say, if you want to implement this in regional languages or dialects, Punjabi, Gujarati, because I don't know all these languages. And like, what if what the AI says is meant for a particular gender? Like, what we observe right now is बहुत अच्छा कर रही हैं. That is for a female person who is doing the exercise, right? So these nuances will be there, and it will be better for, like, whenever this gets added, this kind of gets added as a volunteer effort by somebody who knows these languages, and then they can put in those files, etc., and then they take care of testing it. Yeah. So I have been testing the product for quite some time. I would say at least 7-8 months now. Not to the extent you would imagine, but yeah, like on a pretty regular basis. Definitely having the voice modality, which was added recently, but yeah, I've just been taking time to kind of see if that's a value add. I feel it is a value add. All of these things, they have an effect on your stickiness to the session. Now again, we will need like a larger uh, set of people who do this with voice versus without voice, etc. And then we observe some dropout rates or other parameters, and then we conclude, right? So it has to be designed experiment. Yeah, right now, this is early stage. I don't really have that much people trying it out. So I'm hoping that yeah, once we build some kind of a user base, then these things can be done. Some studies can be done on this also. Yeah, I just changed the whole duration of this from, I think it was earlier 1 second. Now I change it to 3 seconds. If you want to change these defaults, unfortunately there isn't an easy way today, because the code is referencing the JSON files, and the JSON files are kind of packaged along with the entire code. So how do you override it? Right? I think yeah, that's perhaps an important functionality uh, to be able to override. Uh, yeah. So maybe that should be that. Yeah, that should be one of the priority items. The benefit of these exercises only when you kind of do them slowly. You hold, you take your time.
बहुत बढ़िया। कृपया थोड़ा आराम करें।
Okay.
अब गर्दन को बाएं से दाएं और फिर वापस बाएं घुमाएं।
Okay, all the lying down exercises are done. So now this is the last one where we are going to sit down and do this. So maybe yeah, this is not the appropriate distance. If I come closer, it will work. So we need some feedback around that. See, it works from this distance. This exercise is so easy to implement. I didn't really do anything. I just prompted the AI, told it, hey Jules, look at all the other libraries and whatnot, just implement it. And I did not really change anything. And there are a lot of exercises like this which I think can be uh, implemented very quickly. It's just that I just don't know, with the kind of quality of AI written code, uh, if it is not great, it may just slow me down in making large refactorings. So I haven't yet done that.
5 बार दोहराव पूरा हो गया। आप बहुत अच्छा कर रही हैं।
I think this is the one which doesn't have a hold. Yeah, so I've kept this one out of the hold, but I think even this one there is an opportunity to hold, because for some reason, like when I go to my left, it's a little stiff as compared to my right. So maybe some holding may benefit me, and again I should actually go